What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel today, and man, I am excited. This is my very first cooking video on YouTube, so let's see how it goes. Today we'll be cooking one of my favorite cuts of steak, and that being the New York strip. And guys, I'm going to give this a nice little salt, pepper, chili rub. Pan sear this really well. Do this with some beautiful colored peewee potatoes. And guys, that's going to set this off right. And guys, without further ado, without any more talking, we're going to get into this and let's start it. And guys, now first up, our potatoes. These are beautiful peewee potatoes. These are very beautiful amounts of pan. They're nice and multicolored. You got your reds, you got your yellows, you got your purples. And this is just, to me personally, makes the dish so pretty, man. You know, it's not all about just eating good food, but it's also about eating good looking food as well. I like to go to restaurants where I know they're gonna give me a nice presentation. I already know the food's gonna be good, but I just like, you know, just like everybody, I like to take plate selfies, you know, when I get a nice, beautiful plate, when I order something nice from a restaurant. And to prevent browning, we're gonna put these in our stainless steel bowl, and we're gonna add nice cold water to it because these are much smaller, so they're gonna brown a lot quicker. I'm just gonna lay this to the side, and I'm going to begin to actually season a tray right here. Season it very generously. Sometimes you lose a lot of that seasoning once you cook it. And I find it a lot more beneficial to not over season, but to generously season so that you're not losing any of that flavor while it's cooking in that oil and in that pan. So we're just gonna get both sides. We're gonna begin to season the top and the other side, and a little bit of pepper because it's really going to help that crust. Put that in. I have these gorgeous brand new all-clad non-stick fry pans. These are excellent. I actually used them for the first time yesterday. We have our pan nice and heated. I'm just going to add a good bit of avocado oil. We're going to add our steak and we're going to lay away. To this, we're going to add fresh rosemary, fresh thyme. And guys, this may take a total of about 6.5 minutes. I like to go for that perfect mid-rare. So I like to go to about 3.5 minutes on each side to get that perfect sear. While cutting, let it rest for a good 10 minutes. Let those juices find each other and stay in that steak so that when you finally do cut it, all those juices just flow and you have a nice, beautiful, juicy, not dry, perfect New York strip. Now we're about a 3-minute mark. We're going to give this a nice turn and just look at that sear. That's a beautiful sear right there on that steak. I'm going to butter. Just going to let that sit, melt down. Push back my steak. We'll let this feel more of the burner. I'm also going to bind up some of that juice and that olive oil from the steak, which absolutely looks amazing. Just going to give this butter just a little bit of help while I'm also binding all the flavors together. I'm just going to give it a nice butter bath. And what this butter do, it also gives it flavor, but it also most importantly keeps the steak from going dry. Pull our herbs, our garlic. Now that my steak is done a solid 3 minutes on each side, I'm going to take it out. I'm going to let it get to that resting point. All these herbs, all of this, I'm going to let that sit together. And I'm going to do this, add all that flavor, put it right back on the plate. Now I have my smaller all-clad non-stick frying pan. I'm going to add oil to this, and flesh side down, we're going to add these beautiful peewee potatoes. This is a beautiful ingredient because it actually goes with the times that we're having now. It's fall season, and these beautiful peewee potatoes look absolutely what the fall is. Pepper. Use just a little bit of salt, and I'm going to explain why in a moment. A bit of Italian seasoning, which is basically rosemary, dried thymes, other herbs. The other herbs that are grinded and binded together, which makes a beautiful seasoning, especially for this. I'm just going to add just a little bit more. And also to this, guys, I'm going to add a little bit of dried parsley And there's absolutely nothing wrong with cooking with parsley. I know a lot of people like to garnish with it. I know it has no taste, but honestly, you can cook with these herbs. You can make your food look so much better when you cook with it as well as when you garnish with it. So we want to add that to our beautiful peewee potatoes. And we're going to let these get nice and crispy. A little bit of fresh garlic. I'm going to add just a little bit of butter. I'm going to turn this gas down a bit because it's pretty much done what I wanted to do already. And I do not want that beautiful butter to burn these beautiful potatoes. I'm going to steal just a little bit of the juice of this beautiful steak. So that all these flavors become likewise. Just a little bit more parsley. Give it a nice toss. And now our steak, which has been sitting and resting in juices for about 10 minutes now, we're going to take it to the carving station. Cut pretty generous slices. So you don't want to cut too thin, it dries the steak out. Grab our beautiful peewee potatoes. Just let those flow on the plate. The beautiful color from the parsley. Allow our steak to just lay right beside it. Take a little bit of that sauce. Take a little bit more of that juice. Just cover that beautiful steak. And now guys, we taste. I'm gonna go straight for the middle. Steak cuts, so easy. Beautiful peewee potatoes. What can I say? Alright guys, so if you enjoyed this video, guys, please hit that like button. Please consider subscribing if you do. Comment below if you subscribe or just want to say hey. I respond to everybody, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. You didn't have to, but you did. Have a great night.